What's going on, guys? Today's video is very exciting because we're out here at the pond yet again. We are going to be using moneymouth baits, and we're going to see if we can catch some fish. These are just the Fishbone 5-inch watermelon red. There's 16 per pack. Basically, it is a Senko or a worm for largemouth. That's the goal today, to catch some largemouth on the worm. We're going to see what happens. Just trying to support some local brands here. Got this at the Indiana Fishing Expo this year. Pretty excited about it because I think we may be able to get into a few bass today. Let's see what happens and let's rip them. Rip some nips. So I'm working with watermelon red. First impressions, they're a very nice bait. They've got a nice slot on the bottom side so you can make your hook very, very weedless. Nice dense bait. Has pretty good action in the water. Pretty excited to get in there and give this thing a try. So let's see if we can catch some. There's my first bite. Just a little late on that hook set, just grabbed hold and let her go. It's way too quick for me to even get a hook set on that. There's one. First fish of the day, kind of on a topwater blow up. There it is. Nice pound and a half bass. Right in the bottom of the lip. Took the worm completely off. Nice dense bait, but unfortunately he got a hold of it just a little much. Beautiful largemouth. Off he goes. Ready and boom. Beautiful fish. Just wacky rigging these worms. Got a nice wacky rig hook here. Nice and wide for those largemouth bass. It gets curled up right in the side of them perfectly. Making sure to hit all the weed edges, anywhere there's nice culvert and there's a little bit of moving water. Trying to take it as slow as possible. It's pretty warm outside, so these fish can be very finicky and very lethargic. So just trying to take my time, execute all the bites I get, and make sure they all count. There's a good one. That's a nice fish. Holy cow. There we go. That's a daggum 2-pounder. At least a 2-pounder. That's a big fish. Holy cow. So here's my hook. And this is pretty crazy, honestly. This thing has a hook stuck in the side of his mouth. Let me get my pliers and see if I can get that out. Doesn't have a hook in his mouth, just the whole hook. He doesn't have the whole hook in his mouth, just a little piece. Almost completely rusted out. Just not yet, but I'm gonna get that out of there. Look how small that hook is. Not sure what they were going with there. Bluegill, I'm guessing. The best one so far, second fish I've got. It's much larger than the last one. Probably pushing 2, if not 2. I'm gonna go ahead and put him back. Powered right through those weeds, and there he goes. Very cool. Let's get another one. After getting out there and fishing this bait for a little while, I've noticed that the bait is a little more stiff than other worms that I've used before. I kind of like it because I think the bait is just a little more dense, and it just means it's a better quality. A little less action, a little higher quality worm. It's kind of a trade-off. You can either get great action, but you're going to have a very soft plastic. It's kind of a happy medium, and I think these guys have really kind of hit it because it's got pretty good action and it's a tough bait. You've seen that I caught that second fish, which was pushing 2 pounds, and I was able to reuse that bait, which is very cool. It's kind of hard to reuse baits wacky style because it usually rips pretty bad. That bait stayed on there, which is very nice. Another cool thing about these baits is that a lot of the competitors will put anywhere from 8 to 10 in a pack. These guys are putting 16 per pack, and they're costing right around $5-6 a pack, which is awesome. Getting a lot more for your money going with these guys. Man, I just had a bite right there, all the way up to the surface. He followed it. There's one. What do we got? Nice little largemouth. Another quality fish. This is insane. Not only is this bait work well, but it's caught me 3 of the bigger fish I've ever caught out of here. I know there's up to about 3-pounders in here, but the typical size you're catching is anywhere from like 8 to 12. This is about 14, 15-inch fish, and it's about 1.5 pounds, which is excellent for this water. Most fish, like I said, are 10 to 12. Very, very cool. I'm happy with that. There he goes. Wonderful fish. Now that bait did rip off there, which is unfortunate, but I've got quite a few more. Like I said, there's 16 per pack. If you look closely, you can see some of the pellets of salt still attached to this bait. That just shows you how much they value having a lot of flavors and scents in these baits. There's one. A little bit deeper than I was expecting. Oh my gosh, it's a big fish. Please stay on here, please stay on. Oh my gosh. That might be a 4-pounder. Holy cow. That is an absolute monster. I'm gonna guess he's probably mid-3s. I don't have a scale on me, but dang, that thing's beautiful. Absolute stud. Here we go, big one. Nope, turn over. There he goes. Power's right out of there. Very nice. That one's right off the bottom. Fish number 4. Not only is that fish impressive, but the worm held up. All I did was switch the hook from one side just down a little bit, turned the worm, and we're good to go again. That worm probably came out of 6 or 8 feet of water, pretty far down there compared to some of the edge of this pond. He bit the Senko, didn't even realize it at first, but felt a little bit of tension on my line and noticed it was swimming just a hair to the side. Went ahead and set that hook, and sure enough, big old bertha on there. Like I said before, you know, I don't have a scale on me. I need to invest in a couple more scales. I just went on a trip, so I had it in a waterproof box and forgot to put it back in my to-go bag. But I'm gonna say it was probably 3, upper 3s, not 4, not quite 4, but pushing it. It was a big fish, definitely the biggest one I've caught out of here. There's one. Just a little guy. That's okay. First 4 were really nice fish, so it's okay to have a few squeakers in there. You gotta sort through these guys to find the big ones typically. This is about your average size. Probably not even a pound. Beautiful green fish though. Just not as big as we're hoping for. Worm is still in excellent shape. Very much reusable. There's one. Feels like another good one. Oh yeah, very nice fish. This is incredible. Pulling hard. Oh yeah. Nice largemouth. Nice. Get him up here. Yes. Very good bass. That's so sweet. I don't know what is going on, but the big ones are chomping today. Big boys. Pound and a half larger here. Excellent fish. Very nice. 15, 16 incher. Off he goes. Very fast, very healthy, still doing great, in great shape. Well, y'all, I hope you enjoyed today's video. Caught a ton of fish out here. These worms are excellent. Money mouth baits, I highly recommend. I haven't got to try much besides the Fishbone yet, but obviously it works excellent. Very excited to try some other stuff. I'm gonna have to check them out. You should too. Let me know what you think and let me know how they perform for you. Super excited about these baits. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this incredible episode, and I will catch y'all on another episode of Fishing